disappeared from me, from you, and now it's time to live and die.
Hi, I'm Yari and this is my story.
Okay, so what was your experience?
Well, it happened in 3rd grade when I was wearing shorts to school. I really didn't think about it because I was a little girl. And so we were on the bus on my way home, and this guy in the back, we weren't friends or anything, I just like knew him because he was on the bus. And then when I got up, he had hit my butt, like he slapped it. And I got really mad. I mean, because I was like 7, 8, I was really mad, and I started crying because I didn't know what to do. And all he did was like laugh, and all his friends were laughing. And so when I got off the bus, like me and my mom, we went to his house, and my mom confronted his mom about the situation, and her mom was like, she didn't really care about it, and all he did was like smile, and it just really got me mad.
So, how does this make you feel?
Like I said, it made me really mad, and I didn't really know what to do because I was such a little girl, and I was just confused.
How does your experience impact your life now?
I mean, it affects me like you know how sometimes we shouldn't care about what we wear because people think otherwise. I feel like that's affected me. Like maybe I should not wear this because you know a dude might do this, and it just affects me.
So would you want to be a voice for those who go through the same things you did and are afraid to speak up?
Yeah, of course, because there's little girls out there who don't even know what to do sometimes, and it's just a guy's mind that could interfere with their daily actions.
Thank you.
My story.
Okay, so what happened?
It started off in 3rd grade when I lost 3 of the closest people to me, my aunt and my 2 best friends, Precious and Sam. And I felt like nobody really cared to ask me how I was doing since I was close to them and they were some of the closest people to me. They were just concerned about my brother and my sister, how they were coping with it as the oldest and the youngest, but nobody really seemed to think about the middle child. And with that, that's when I decided, like, hey, nobody cares, so that led to me seeking the wrong attention. And when I got the wrong attention, I didn't know how to handle it, and that's when I just started acting out, disrespecting my family members, any authority figures, and I felt really bad. I just didn't talk to friends. I never talked to anybody about it until it got really bad.
So who gave you the wrong attention?
My sister's friend Cameron. Well, Cameron was actually a mutual friend. He was a friend of my sister and one of my neighbors.
What happened between you two?
It started off, I thought of Cameron as a big brother, and then once I decided to, act out, be disrespectful, I guess that's when it turned into more. But at that age, I was still young, and I really didn't think much of it. And it continued for a couple years. My parents started noticing changes in me. I was actually molested at a young age, and my parents, they took me to therapy, and I kind of worked over the issues and actually talked about it instead of making my family's life more miserable. Because I was acting out, I decided to go get help and talk to someone about it.
So, how did all this make you feel?
It made me feel like I was just not wanted at first, but then it made me feel really bad, and words can't even describe.
What was the lesson you learned from all of this?
The lesson I learned from all this was you do have people there to support you, and life is too short for you to try to grow up fast and disrespect those who love you.
So how does experience impact your life now?
The experience impacted my life because now I have serious trust issues. I'm trying to rebuild that trust I lost with my family, and it's actually slowly but steady getting there. And I do a lot of stuff for my brother because my brother, he was too young to actually comprehend what was going on. So now that he's older, I just have to make it up to him.
Yeah, would you like to be a voice for those who go through the same things you did or are afraid to speak up on it?
I would, because I don't think anyone should have to go through anything like that, especially at a young age, such as myself.
Thank you.
Roxana, this is my story.
Okay, so what happened?
I was in 5th grade and we were taking a test, and a classmate behind me started poking my butt with a pencil, and I thought it was an accident at first until he kept doing it constantly, and I turned around to tell him to stop and he didn't, and we got in line to go take a restroom break, and he stands behind me according to alphabetical order, and I had a skirt on, and he tried to stick the pencil up my skirt, and it was very uncomfortable. I got really upset, but since it was like a first time thing, I didn't really know what to do. So I didn't really tell nobody that day until I got home. I told my mom. I was crying because I didn't know what to do, and she got really upset, and we went to the school the next day, and my mom had to talk with my teacher, the principal, and assistant principal. And he got in trouble, obviously, and we were isolated from each other in the classrooms.
So how did that make you feel?
At the moment, it was like very shocking because I was like in the 5th grade. I was probably like 11 or 12, so I obviously didn't know like what was going on, or like how to handle it properly.
And what was the lesson you learned from this?
It wasn't really a lesson to learn. Just be like, don't let it get to you, I guess. Like, you still have to live your life. Like, things happen in life.
How did your experience impact your life afterwards?
I'm very cautious now, obviously. I'm very, like, guarded up on myself and my personal perspective on myself. It's very, like, cautious.
And would you like to be a voice for those who go through the same thing you did and are scared to talk about it?
Yes, I am. Because at the end of the day, we all have downfalls in life, and I just don't want it. I don't want them to let it get to them and affect their life, because everyone deserves to strive for what they want in life, and you shouldn't let something get in the way. Thank you.
About 1.8 million teenagers in the U.S. have been victims of sexual assault. Approximately 1 in 5 female high school students report being physically and/or sexually abused by a dating partner. Due to past or ongoing sexual assault or abuse, teens with these experiences are more likely than those non-abused peers to participate in delinquent teenage behaviors. Even though these young ladies went through these traumatic experiences as younger children, doesn't mean it doesn't happen frequently to people in high school. For those who have gone through sexual abuse or assault, please tell someone. Get help, talk to a parent or teacher, or even just a friend. Boy or girl, sexual assault impacts greatly on both genders. No one should have to go through this, and if you are going through this, you aren't alone, and don't be afraid to speak up.
And this is my story.
So what happened?
It started off in 3rd grade when I lost 3 of the closest people to me. My aunt and my 2 best friends, Precious and Sam. And at that point, I felt like nobody cared, asked me how I was doing, how I was coping with it. Everybody just
My name.